Hello, I'm David. I was thinking about what I could say for this speech, but I never really had like a near-death experience as many other people in this class, like rappelling off a mountain or falling under a river. But I do have a story that means a lot to me, and I definitely learned a lot from it. So I'm gonna say. So like many growing up, I played many sports, and I still do to this day, just not as much because I feel like when you're a kid, your parents just want to put you in everything, so they don't have to deal with you. But my three favorite sports growing up were soccer, football, and basketball. And I would like to consider myself an athlete, but when it comes to athletes, typically, if you play sports for a decent amount of time, according to a statistic on Google, 90% of athletes will eventually get injured, whether that be minor or like major tear or something. But I have only had one major injury my entire life. And it happened to me while I was playing basketball. I played a lot of basketball growing up, but it wasn't like, I wasn't that good to play on like a travel team. So I just really played with my friends and like after school. But besides playing a lot of basketball, I also watched a lot of basketball. I would say that my favorite team are the Knicks, and my favorite player growing up was Carmelo Anthony, because star on the Knicks, and I still watch for the Knicks. Hopefully they make the playoffs this year. We'll see though. So the story goes, a couple years ago, in the summer of 2018, my uncle was having a barbecue for the whole family to open his brand new in-ground pool that he'd been wanting to put in for a while, a couple years. So we all went. And before going, my mom knows that I like to play sports. So, and he has like a big backyard, a lot of grass, and he has a basketball hoop in the front. So my mom told me that I should probably bring sneakers because she knew I was gonna play sports. But I didn't listen. I brought flip-flops from like Five Below, the cheap ones. Not the best idea. So I didn't listen, and I ended up going to the pool. After I got out, wrong paper. After I got out of the pool, my cousin asked me if I would like to go play basketball in his driveway. Since he had a basketball hoop, I said yes, and I went in my flip-flops. In the middle of the game, there was no one in front of me, just me all by myself. I decided that I was pretty slick, so I did a crossover. I ended up rolling my ankle incredibly hard on the concrete with Five Below flip-flops on. I told my mom, but she just told me to walk it off. And she said if it hurt the next day, we could go to the doctor. So the next day I woke up and I could barely even put weight on it. So she's like, all right, fine, we'll go to the doctor. I got an x-ray for the first time in my life. And the doctor said that I'd sprained it and I would have to wear a boot. It wasn't like, it was like almost like something like really bad. I forgot what it's called, but it was just a sprain. So I had to wear a boot, a walking boot, for the rest of the summer, which kind of sucked because it's summer and it's really hot. But the worst part of it was that a couple months prior, my family likes going down the shore during the summer. So they had bought like a little beach house at Seaside Heights. So I had to wear the boot for the rest of the summer, so I wore the boot down at Seaside Heights. But it wasn't pretty bad. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed the boardwalk beach. But I would like to say this isn't a near-death experience, but I definitely learned a little bit. I would say that the three lessons I learned was to be prepared for the inevitable. You never know what's going to happen. To listen to your parents, and to not wear cheap $5 flip-flops while playing basketball. But thankfully, I have never had another injury with sports or without sports, or like a major one. And I'm very grateful. And hopefully, I will not have another one in the future. Thank you.